Let's do the elimination method, okay? X plus 2y equals 4, 3x minus 4y equals 8. With the elimination method, your goal is to eliminate from the gate one variable, and that's where the elementary operations come in. You can add to an equation, you can subtract, you can multiply, and you can divide. You want to make sure that you keep the equation balanced. And what I mean by that is whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side, which is on this equal sign. So if I multiply this side of the equation by something, whatever that something is, I also have to multiply this side of the equation. So it keeps it balanced. If I add 3 on this side, I need to add 3 on that side. Okay? So let's see, what would be an easy variable to eliminate? Well, if you're like me, I'm looking right here because this is already a minus 4y. If I can make this a 4, then I'll have 4y plus minus 4y, and I can add the two equations together and the y's will go away and it'll leave me with x's. Cool, we've immediately eliminated one of the variables. So let's do that. So I'm going to take the first equation. This is really equation 1. And this is equation 2. Okay, so if this is equation 1 and equation 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 times equation 1 and I'm going to add it to equation 2. I'm going to take 2 times equation 1 because I want you to see whatever I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. Okay, that's what I mean by keeping the equation balanced. If I'm going to multiply this side by 2, I have to multiply this side by 2. Okay, that keeps it balanced. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other side. Okay, so when I do that, this is going to be the distributive property. So I'm going to take 2 times the x, 2 times the 2y. So I end up with 2x plus 4y equals 8, right? That's equation 1. This is still equation 1. Now, yes, it looks different from this. This right here is an equivalent equation to that. By me multiplying both sides by the same number, I'm keeping the equation balanced. So in theory, it's still that first equation. I don't want you to think it's it's an equivalent equation, okay? So that becomes my new equation 1. And then now I'm going to add it to equation 2. Why am I going to add it to equation 2? Because my goal is to eliminate the y's. Okay, so this right here, this is equation 2. And I'm labeling it because I want you to realize I'm doing the same thing, okay? So now when I do the math, you're going to combine like terms, just like that, okay? So if I combine like terms, this becomes 5x. This cancels out, right? Because I have 4y and a minus 4y. I have a positive 4y and a minus 4y. Well, that's going to be 0. And I'll write it if it helps to see it. And then I have 8 plus a negative 8. That's also going to be 0, right? Okay, so that means 5x is equal to 0. Keep solving. Just because you got 0 doesn't mean you stop solving. Divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5, right, is going to be 1. So you end up with x equals 0. Okay, x equals 0. So now that you've determined that x is equal to 0, you can plug this into either equation to get like what the output should be. So I'm just going to plug it into the first equation because that's the easiest one. So if x equals 0, then I have this. Now notice I'm going to go back to the original equation. I didn't start here. I just go back to the original equation. So x plus 2y equals 4. We're saying that x equals 0. That's wonderful for us. So this is going to be 0 plus 2y equals 4. Well, that's going to be 2y equals 4. And then we're going to divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. I forgot to do my 1 here. And so we end up with y is equal to 2. So we're saying that our solution is the point 0, 2. Remember, the order matters. When you're writing ordered pairs, it's always the x first and then the y. Okay? It's always the x first and then the y. So let's check our work. Okay? So it's got to work for both. It's got to work for both equations. So let's check real quick. X plus 2y equals 4. 0 plus 2 times 2 equals 4. 0 plus 4 equals 4. 4 equals 4. That works. Okay, let's check the second equation. 3x minus 4y equals negative 8. 3 times 0 minus 4 times 2 equals negative 8. 0 minus 8 equals negative 8. 0 minus 8, when you drop from 0, that's negative 8 equals negative 8. So that works. So this is a solution. Because this is a solution and there's one solution, right? This is an independent system. There we go. And when you graph them, the lines intersect. Okay? Easy. So again, your goal is to eliminate one of the variables, if you can, which you should be able to, and then keep the equations balanced. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, do to the other side of the equation. I would say I probably use the elimination method more than the substitution method, just because it's so easy using elementary operations, whether you multiply an equation by something, divide, add, subtract. It makes it so much easier, okay? And then remember, keep your ordered pairs. Keep those in order, okay?